If you know of anybody in Windsor that has a house, let us know. If not, just a quiet prayer for the Abdo family as they're searching, and as the committee is searching for a place for them to live in Windsor. Thank you. And thank you to the powers that be, whoever they might be right now, turning on the power, because somehow it happened.
Well, we finally got a little bit of warm weather this week, so spring is in the air, and so is music. There's lots of opportunities for you. If you have not yet heard the County Classic Chorale, they were here in our sanctuary last Saturday night. We sang in Leamington last Sunday afternoon, had a great turnout there as well. This afternoon will be your last opportunity to hear our spring concert. At 3 o'clock, we'll be at Epworth United Church in Kingsville. Next Sunday at Epworth United Church at 4 o'clock, there will be an organ recital. The four different organists will be playing a couple of pieces, including Henry Boone, who some of you know. Henry is married to Susan Boone, who we know through the Mennonite Church. Henry, I believe, is the organist at Tecumseh United. Paul Warham, who is the organist at Church of the Epiphany in Kingsville. He's also our choir conductor for County Classic Chorale, as well as 2 other organists. So if you're not raking your lawn next Sunday afternoon, put that on your calendar. And one last thing, if you didn't already know, Jeff and Lorene and Sue and I are traveling to New York in May to participate in a mass choir that will be singing at Carnegie Hall. Something to put on my resume. Just so you know, we didn't get selected to this. We're paying for this opportunity. But anyways, so the piece we're going to be singing at Carnegie Hall, we will be singing in Windsor a week from Friday on May the 11th at the Capitol Theater in conjunction with the Windsor Symphony Chorus, the Windsor Classic Chorale, as well as some singers from a bunch of university students as well. It's called the Sunrise Mass by I think Danish composer Ola Gjeilo. Gjeilo. Yeah, there's some consonants in there that I'm not supposed to pronounce. So, anyways, those tickets are available online. They're $20 if you buy them ahead of time, $25 at the door. If you haven't gotten your fill of music by then. And are there any other announcements? In that case, I'm going to ask Lorene to come up.
Thank goodness for the mic, because I didn't think I could yell. I have the privilege of introducing our speaker this morning. Sue Anderson has been with us before, and we welcome her back. She and her husband, Jerry, of 42 years, have lived in the Comber area, and they have 2 children and 2 step-grandchildren. She's been a lay leader throughout Essex Presbytery for the last 13 years. Most recently, I think just about the beginning of the year or the end of last year, so about a year ago, she took on the job of Secretary of Essex Presbytery. But even before that, she's been a member of Presbytery for 23 years. She's also been my co-partner or co-worker as part of the person that answers the phone and does many jobs throughout the church at Comber United Church. So you would always see her there with a smile on her face, or as my counterpart there. And she's been there for over 25 years now. At the end of June, she's retiring from that position. And we wish you well, and we thank you very much for joining us today. Let us prepare for worship.
We gather for worship this morning aware of many blessings.
Praise be to God. We are blessed to be God's people.
As our voices join in celebration and praise, may God's Spirit fill and transform us.
Come, Holy Spirit, make us your people and remake us in your image.
Young and old and in between, from near and far, we come home in worship, for God is our true home.
Thanks be to God.
Let us pray. O risen Christ, you know that Easter, like Christmas, comes and goes. The lilies are in the composter. The seasonal surge of church attendance has already receded. And once again, we are in the grip of business as usual, hurrying through life intent on our agenda items. Would we know you, Jesus, if we met you along the way? Would we want to know you? Would we have time to stop and talk or to invite you into our lives? O risen Christ, make yourself known to us now. Open our eyes and our minds and set our hearts on fire as we worship this day. Amen.